we tune into a wider field and then we narrow the focus to something specific. Just relax, find a way to either sit or lie down to do a relaxation practice. And as we do, we'll just do some of this extended kind of wide angle lens and then narrow focus and then wide angle lens and narrow focus and bring our attention to that and just to see what is your experience with that. And right now, as you're aware of your whole experiences, we're just starting this practice. Notice your whole body from head to toes. And then notice the sensation in your right palm and fingers. And then your whole body again. And because we were just talking about more of an awareness of sensation or whatever that felt like, if we were to just stay with the whole body again, notice your breath. Notice how your body moves with your breath. And it wouldn't take very long for that to move to the background unless we're reminded of it again. And if you bring your attention back to your right palm, you'll notice that that sensation was there the whole time. It's just that we weren't really paying attention. That wasn't our focus. And when we bring our focus back to it, there it is. And from that narrow, concentrated awareness on the palm of the right hand, bring your attention now to the whole of your back. The back of the arms, the back of the legs, your lower back, mid back, upper back, back of the neck and shoulders. And notice if you could let yourself relax and soften, either into your sitting position or if you're supported through your back. And then notice really specifically now, narrow the focus again, just to the back of the neck, right where it leaves the skull. There's that hard, bony skull that we can feel. You might be able to feel your hair on your neck or your clothes or something. And there's sensations. There's muscles. Muscles can be tight or relaxed. Just that area between the top of the neck at the end of the skull, down through the back of the shoulders. You might be able to kind of visualize the vertebra of the neck. We've all seen pictures of that. And if you have chronic tightness or tension through here, you might be noticing that. And you probably haven't been paying such attention to the back of your legs just now, back of your arms, because right now we're focused on a smaller area of concentration. And then move your shoulder blades a little bit. Feel the muscles sliding along the rib cage. Bring your shoulder blades towards together, a little bit apart. Notice the sensation between your shoulder blades. And then let your body rest and be still. Keep your focus really tight, just on the shoulder blades, that area between your shoulder blades, back of the rib cage. Notice what there is there. And then let your attention come through to the front, through your heart center, the chest, the stomach, and belly, up to the front of the shoulders, the collarbones, and then again to your whole body from head to toes. And notice if you were to bring your attention back to the shoulder blades, you would find that the sensations are still there. The space where the shoulder blades are is containing a certain set of sense perceptions of energy or sensation. And that didn't go anywhere just because you weren't paying attention to it for a bit. It was still there. This is really how this works. We pay attention to something and it feels real. And then we pay attention to something else. And we kind of lose sight of the first thing. But we actually all know that it didn't go anywhere. Our attention moves around. And bring your attention now to the feeling of your body moving as you breathe. Notice where the movement is, what the type of movement it is. If is it smooth and relaxed, effortless? Is it kind of jerky, or is your breath being held? Just notice where the movement is. Is it in your chest? Is it in your lower rib cage, your belly? And just before you would notice the breath, it was doing exactly the same thing as it is now that you're noticing it. Except if you notice that you were holding your breath, you probably let that smooth out. That kind of happens automatically. And notice what's happening in your mind, in your thoughts. Right now, we're going to focus just on the motion of the body with the breath. So, ideally, our mind is noticing that, it's keeping track of that. And we could notice the movement of the body with the breath. We could also notice the space where that movement is happening, that location. As you're breathing in, when we breathe diaphragmatically, there's a lengthening of the muscles around the stomach area. Belly rises. But the space itself is just there. The movement's happening in that space. If you moved your body a few inches to the side or a few feet to the side, there would be a different movement, but the space itself would not be affected by it. So without getting too thought based about it, notice the movement and the sensations of that, and notice the space itself. Go back and forth between that kind of tight physical focus and the whole of that space where the breathing is happening. And broaden again so that you're aware of the whole of your body. There's movement there, there's different parts of the body. There's our palm of our right hand, still there, area between the shoulder blades, back of the neck where the skull finishes and the neck begins. And there's the whole of your body from head to toes and all of that space that your body's occupying, the space all around your body. And notice if there's anything that's concerning you right now that's going on in that space. Very often we have anxiety or some kind of energy that's catching our attention. So, first, the attention is on that whole of the space, and we're just really looking what's going on in that space. There's movement, there's sensation. And then focus in on the question or the observation. Is there anything that I'm anxious about, that I'm worried about, makes me uncomfortable? Any sensation or energy? Could be a thought as well. And then really hone in now on the particulars. If you have a feeling of tension in your stomach, for instance, does it feel tight? Does it feel kind of sinking? Is it like a dread? Is it fluttery? Does it move? Is it still? Notice wherever the sensation or energy is, if there is one, there's something in your space your body is in that makes you feel a little uncomfortable or more intense than that. So first we look and see, where is it and what does it feel like? Is it trying to say something? Are there thoughts with it? Is it trying to get your attention? And we could sit with something like this for several minutes or longer. Just for a couple minutes, we're going to do that here. Notice if there's something in your area of your whole body that feels a little like fear or anxiety or feels uncomfortable. And we're going to notice where it is. We're going to focus in. We're going to focus in a way that we're really noticing what exactly does it feel like. And once you've focused in and you have a good sense of that, we're really looking for what is it that makes us feel uncomfortable. There's usually an association of fear with some kind of danger. So use your breath to steady yourself. Keep your body in your awareness. Let yourself relax and breathe. And then notice the space all around the sensation. Sometimes we have a sensation that's really specific in a certain part of our body. So you could notice if it's in your stomach, navel center area. Does it go down to the lower belly? Does it go up into your throat? Or is it like a 2 or 3 inches ball? Notice the space around it, even if you have to go outside of your body. If there's a tension in your stomach, does it go across? Is it in the door on the other side of the room? So at some point, there's space around the energy where we can't feel anything because that energy is not there anymore. So broaden your focus, that wide angle lens. So now we have the sensation, and then we also have the awareness of what's around the sensation, the empty space. And sometimes sensation has a lot of ability to kind of pull us back into that narrow focus. If that's the case, it's okay. But as soon as you notice, bring yourself back to the wide angle. Notice the space around the sensation. Notice your breath. Thoughts might be coming and going in the mind. You can notice that too. But maintain the witnessing. We're noticing what's going on in this space right now. You can move back and forth between the focus, really going into the center of that energy or sensation, and then back out to that wider lens. And then notice the space itself. Even when there's a sensation that's quite intense, there's also the space itself. If you were to move your body, the space where you are right now wouldn't have that sensation or energy in it anymore. It's a much broader awareness. Come back, just as we're finishing the practice, come back to that awareness that there's our personal, physical experience, the energy, our thoughts, our memories, whatever it is that's happening in us that we're aware of. And there's also the awareness that's not really changed. It's not affected by what's going on in it. And then letting all of that go, just coming back into noticing what's happening in your body. Breath, move around a little bit. Open your eyes.